Motivation goes back to relationships. It goes back to trust. It goes back to enthusiasm. I believe enthusiasm has a lot to do with it. If you love what you're doing, it's contagious. And I think when you walk in and your group understands that this is the leader, but this leader truly cares about me. This leader truly cares about our organization. This leader listens to me. Then I think that leader is motivated. I mean, I think that organization is motivated. I think that to get it's hard to get motivation from someone that they don't respect you. And I think that I go back to let's just go back to the old coaching days. I mean, and go back to if you played athletics, or even if you played in the band, there's your directors, your best coaches. How do your best coaches motivate kids? You've got coaches and kids. You got kids that run through walls for coaches. How did that happen? What does one coach have over another coach that's truly a motivator? And I think you pull those athletes aside, you're going to find out he cares about me. He cares about me, and I know if I got to run through that wall, he'll run through that wall with me. Or he even may run through that wall first and create a hole so I can run behind him. And so I think to motivate a staff, once again, to me, it goes back to those relationships that you have with your organization. And for those people to trust that leader and knowing that leader's with them, I think they'll be motivated.
I got taught a really wonderful lesson as an elementary principal by a kindergarten teacher who said, you know what you have to do is find every kid's currency and understand that it's not money. And I think in a lot of respects that applies to adults as well. You have to find what it is that drives them. And some people seek praise. Others seek challenge. Others seek, team, and relational opportunities. Some seek independence. Some seek efficacy. And for a lot of us, that changes depending on what it is that we're dealing with, what it is that we're experiencing. It's not always just one note in that respect. And I think the gift of great leaders is recognizing the currency that serves the moment and the people and the need, at that particular time. If you walk into a classroom, whether it be an elementary or I think a collegiate level classroom or otherwise, and you see a really effective learning environment, I think you see educators that understand where their students are from a need to drive standpoint. And they recognize if I'm a continuing education learner at the university level, maybe I'm trying to further my career, I'm trying to create more opportunity or promotion. Maybe I'm a middle school and a high school student who's seeking opportunity for collegiate level scholarships and otherwise, or I'm an elementary school kid who just wants to feel like I'm a good reader and needs that kind of affirmation. And so motivation, I think, is critical to working through the difficult times, but also feeling rewarded for accomplishing anything. If I've been driven through that process, and so finding the things that drive individuals, I think, allow for the work that we do, whether it be in education or organization or otherwise, to be meaningful.
And I think that when you start looking at organizations, the old saying, of course, is you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with a group. Mm-hmm. And I think when you have this organization together and they're working together, I think that motivates people. I think that, let's be honest, and I'm just looking at myself personally, if I want to start running, I need some partners. I need some people to give me some encouragement. That's going to call me and say, okay, we're going to meet me at 5 o'clock and we're going to do 2 miles or whatever. Because if it was left up to myself, I think the old tennis shoes will probably never be put on. So it's always great to have a someone there with you, either behind you, beside you, pushing you, encouraging you, working with you for that same cause. And I think that motivates us much better than just working alone and by ourselves. You go much farther in a group. If you want to go fast, you can go by yourself. If you want to really go far, go with a group.